Gonna try for the third time to record this video. Yay! Back with my NFL Week 8 picks. I didn't do a video last week. Just got kind of busy. Didn't have time to access a computer because my computer's still shot. Using someone else's computer and their webcam. I hate making videos on the webcam. I have a flip cam, but I'm not set up for my editing on this computer. So I'm not using my flip cam right now. So I'm resorting to this webcam. Before I get to this, I made another video that is, I think, already uploaded. It was a video that I was supposed to do a couple weeks ago that I just happened to do today. I threw it up there. It's my explanation from a couple weeks ago. I said why I think Tom Brady is overrated. I want feedback on that. I don't care if it's negative, positive, sideways, upwards, downwards. I don't care what kind of reaction I just want some reaction to that. So let's get to the picks. Yes, I am wearing my Saints Super Bowl shirt. I know it's from 2 seasons ago Super Bowl. But gotta wear it after they put the ass whipping of a century on the Indianapolis Colts. We set count them, 4 team records in that game. Most points scored in a single game in Saints history, 62, beat the old record of 51, which was done 3 times, once in the 60s, once in the 70s, and once in 2007. I think it was 2000. Yeah, it was 2008 or 07. I don't remember. It's not important. We beat that record. It was 51. It's now 62. So the record for most touchdowns scored in a game, which was 8. Which was 6. I'm sorry, it was 6. It was set in the 3 games where we scored 51 points, and also most points after touchdown made, which the original record was, I believe also 6. Might have been 7, but now it's 8. And we set the record for largest margin of victory in Saints history, 55 points, which the largest margin of victory before that was 42. So we blew that record out of the water. Blew the points record out by 11, the margin of victory points by 13. That record was set back in 89, 88 or 89. I think it might have been 89. I'm drawing a blank here. It was they beat the Denver Broncos, a John Elway Denver Broncos team, beat them 42-0. I don't really remember, but I'll look that up as I'm doing my picks. But it's time to get on with this week's picks. While I'm looking up that, I'll have it looking up. The bye weeks this week. The Atlanta Falcons, the Chicago Bears, the Oakland Raiders, the New York Jets, and Tampa Bay, who also with Chicago were in that London game, which was a fairly decent game. And the Green Bay Packers, who are the only undefeated team left. They may go undefeated until Thanksgiving Day when they play the Lions for the first time. So we'll see what happens there. November. I just looked it up. November 20th, 1988, the Denver Broncos lost in the Superdome to the New Orleans Saints, 42-0, and John Elway was the quarterback. So that is something. The Saints beat John Elway 42-0. But anyways, on with this week's picks. Arizona and Baltimore. Baltimore, I'm sad because of the loss to Jacksonville. I have your defense in fantasy football. Granted, Drew Brees gave me 46 points. Didn't need Baltimore's defense, but the defense could have kind of helped out a little bit, got some more points. Baltimore will win this game. Arizona, they've got some pieces there to their they got some pieces there. They just need to put the pieces together. And they may contend within the next year or two. Yes, I am drinking out of this nice WrestleMania cup that I got in Atlanta earlier this year. It's the only good thing to come out of Atlanta. Um, Next game, Minnesota at Carolina. We got Christian Ponder versus Scam Newton. I'm gonna pick Minnesota in this game. I think because Ponder played pretty damn well in that game against Green Bay. Just they kind of let it slip in the second half. If they can put 4 quarters together in this game, Minnesota wins. Jacksonville, Houston. Houston's just been slaughtering competition. They're going to run away with the AFC South this year. Houston will make their first playoff appearance. Book it. Houston wins. The winless Dolphins at the New York Giants. Giants win. Dolphins have a talented team. They just need to put something together, and it's just not happening. They have too talented of a team. I'm the tongue twister. Too talented of a team to keep losing. The Saints at the Rams. My New Orleans Saints. Oh my God. This is a trap game for the Saints, and I try not to go in too far in depth. But this is a trap game for the Saints. About 4 years ago, we played the Rams. They came here. They were winless. They came here to the Superdome, the now newly renamed Mercedes-Benz Superdome, and they beat the ever-living shit out of the Saints to get their first victory of the season. So the Rams, before the divisional realignment back in 2002, the Saints and the Rams were in the same division, played each other 2 times every year, and it was some really tough games, regardless of record. So, I mean, granted, even with the '99 Rams, when they were the greatest show on turf, we were in the same division with them. When they were the greatest show on turf, the Saints kept the games somewhat close and then got blown out in the end. So, I mean, these teams always play each other tough. So to say that because the Saints are coming in the game 5-2 and the Rams are 0-7, that means nothing. Records never matter in the games between the Rams and the Saints. They always play each other tough. Saints will win, but if they play their game, if they stoop down to the Rams level, they're gonna lose, and it's just Saints should win this game easily, but you never know. Any given Sunday. Tennessee, Indianapolis at Tennessee. Tennessee's going to win this game because the only thing the Colts are winning this year are the Andrew Luck sweepstakes. They ain't winning shit. Detroit at Denver. Tim Tebow gets his second start. I think the Lions pull this one off. Washington at Buffalo. Buffalo playing their yearly game in Toronto. I think Buffalo's going to win this one because Washington hasn't really done anything to impress me since the second week of the season. Cincinnati at Seattle. Cincinnati's going to win. Cleveland at San Francisco. San Francisco is just going to be too tough this year. Jim Harbaugh's got these guys buying in everything he's got for them. Now we get to my buddy Tom Brady at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do not want to pick the Patriots, but he owns the Steelers, so I'm going to reluctantly pick the Patriots to win. Hopefully I'm wrong. Dallas Cowboys, Tony Nomo, as in I want to see Nomo of him. At the Michael Vick and the Dream Team Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to get back on track with a win here. And then San Diego at Kansas City. Even though Kansas City played some badass defense, 6 interceptions against Oakland, still not going to be enough for Phillip Rivers, who's going to Take his Chargers to another win. The Chargers are starting off really good, even though they let the Jets come back and beat them in that game this past Sunday. So to recap my picks for this week, I'm picking the Ravens, the Vikings, the Texans, the Giants, the Saints, the Titans, the Lions, the Bills, the Bengals, the 49ers, the Patriots, the Eagles, and the Chargers. So with that said, I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys next week with more picks.